Hi Cancer, welcome to How Love Tarot. I've already pulled your oracle cards. I'm now going to be pulling your tarot, looking at 4 different areas of your life. The present position to validate that this is your reading, the strength, then the challenge, and then the possible outcome. Spirit, may I please have the present position to validate that this is Cancer's reading. May I please have the present position? Cancer, if the present position doesn't make sense, then one of 2 things are happening. You're either watching this reading too early and put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 weeks, and it will make sense at that point. If at that point it still doesn't make sense, then this is definitely not your reading. No need to go further. Spirit may, but you can come back and look at other readings at another point. Spirit, please bring forward the present position for Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? What will validate this reading for them? So this is the Cairo Marchetti deck. He's my favorite tarot artist, and this is a deck I bought directly from him at a tarot convention, and it's just a deck that I haven't used, so the cards are not quite flipping out. Spirit, can you please flip the cards out for me? Hasn't gotten an alignment with my energy. Spirit, bring the cards forward, please. Can I please have the present position for Cancer? So Cancer, this is a fun part of the reading. For those of you that don't know, Spirit actually pushes the cards out for me. But if you're not into that, looking at that, feel free to forward to the part that the reading begins. It will be a couple of minutes looking at the way that the cards are just kind of stiff here and taking a minute to align with my energy. Spirit, bring forward the present energy for Cancer. What will validate this reading for them? Bring forward the present position for Cancer. You want it? Yes, thank you. May I please have the strength for Cancer, please? What does Cancer need to know? What will help them, guide them, give them the information that they need in the strength position, Spirit? Thank you. Wow, here we go. Now it's coming out. Thank you. I'm trying to decide, Cancer. I'm just feeling it from the spirit world. So this card came out reverse. I'm just trying to pick up from the spirit world if they want it. Nope, they want it reversed. Thank you. May I please have the challenge for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know? Whoa. Okay. Now these cards are flipping. Thank you. Thank you. And what's good in the outcome? What does Cancer need to know? What will help them, inspire them, motivate them, help them to make the difficult decisions that they need to make, help them to clarify any information that's going on within them. Spirit, please bring forward the possible outcome. What does Cancer need to know? Spirit wants me to put these back. What does Cancer need to know for the outcome? Thank you. And you want them in the upright. Thank you. What else does Cancer need to know? In the outcome. What does Cancer need to know in the outcome? Cancer, I do feel like there's more information in the outcome. I apologize. Again, just fast forward to when this reading begins. Spirit, bring it forward. What does Cancer need to know in the outcome? What will help them, inspire them, motivate them, help them to make the decisions they need to make? What's on their mind? What do they need to know? What do they need clarity in, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. You want it? Okay, let's take a look at what's going on. I may actually edit this video down, but we'll see. Cancer, this is a general reading. I've already pulled your oracle cards, and I'm first of all looking at the present position, and this is meant to clarify that this is your reading. If at this point it doesn't make any sense to you, then one or two things are happening. Either you're watching the reading too early. Please come back in about 2 weeks, put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 weeks, watch the video then. I encourage you to also watch a couple of videos back in your horoscope with my particular reading, especially if this makes sense in the present position when you do come back to it, because often the other readings provide a lot of information as well. So please look at those as well. If at that point it doesn't make sense, then guess what? This is just not your reading, and that's okay. Come back at another time and watch another one of my readings. Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on here with the with Cancer in the present position? What will clarify this reading? What will validate that this is their reading? We have the 8 of Pentacles, Cancer. We have the 8 of Swords in the upright also. We have the World card. We have a few more cards in this deck, but this is kind of equivalent to the World card. So in this Mystic Palette Tarot, when the artist was explaining the deck in the conference, he was talking about how he adds additional cards in these certain exclusive decks to help the reader interpret in their own way rather than from the traditional tarot. So if you're wondering why these look so different, that's the reason why. And here we have the World card, the end of a cycle, right here. So Spirit, do you want to bring it forward? There is something that is stressing you out here. It has to do with work, right? Because we got the 8 of Pentacles along with the 8 of Swords. Now, obviously, those of you that know tarot know that the 8 of Swords it implies a self-imposed prison. But I want to add that people don't worry for no reason, right? People don't put themselves into stress because they feel like it. So it feels like you've got to work a lot of things out in regards to work, money, finances. It feels as if you don't know how you're going to do this. It feels as if you are somehow limited in the way that you would normally be able to come forward and produce money or do something in your career, give it time, energy. So all of that is showing up in your present position. Now, additionally, we have magic prayer. Spirit, bring it forward. Why is magic prayer here, and why is it showing up in the present position for Cancer, and what does it have to do with both of these cards here that are coming out as the there's a big end of a cycle here. Ooh, life is changing as you know it. It looks like there are this is a very spiritual time in your life, a very profound time in your life, Cancer. It does look as if you're walking away from something, someone, possibly even a career here. But it does feel like there's some difficulty in that because there's some loyalty to it. However, what you're walking towards is to manifest something new, something different. And it's, you know, there's that, what Spirit is coming to mind is invention is the mother of necessity. So you're going to create something new in your life because of necessity. You're going to go down a road that's different than you've been down, but it is a path that is going to be lit up for you. I do feel here that you're going to use all faculties of your being, of your knowledge, of your wisdom. I do feel here that there's prayer, there's determination, there's strength. There is also a lot of internal psychic wisdom going on here, or psychic connection. You are connecting on every level possible. You're pulling out all the stops, Cancer. Here in the next card, what we have again is this end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. You're trying to bring balance into your life. There's a lot of kind of swirling things around you. There's a lot of different energies around you, a lot of different type of people around you. Some of them irritate you. Some of them are extremely gentle and bring out the best in you. Some are very strong in their personality, and others are kind of like an open book and really understand you and are trying to make the effort to understand where you are with things. There is a balancing here of your time, your energy, the people around you. I feel like you're being pulled in all different directions. But I also feel here that as long as you get your rest, as long as you get your downtime, if that's even possible, it does feel like things are going to start to flow, even though you have a lot going on. There is going to be a flow of this energy that starts to move almost on a... It's like you don't really have to do much in order to make it flow. It's just the demands of what is going on. So it does feel like you will have everything balanced and juggling pretty soon. And it does feel like this is imminent and this is needed. And it will create some stability in your life. And there's a lot of forward movement for those of you that are psychic or Reiki healers, tarot, palm readers, you know, in the psychic arts, I want to say. That energy is coming out extremely strongly, and it does feel like you're going to start to throw energy in that direction. It feels like it's just coming out, right? It feels like it starts to just flow really, really easily and effortlessly. And so while you're looking for something practical to do, this other type of energy is beginning to flow through you. In the strength position, we have wishing well. But you know what, Cancer? It makes me feel like you don't even know what to wish for. Like you do, you're asking for it. I feel like there's money, there's love. There's a sense of, WTF, like what the hell is going on, and why, right? There's a lot of whys going on. I do feel here that you don't have any type of tolerance for the mask that people wear. I feel as if you need, like, you're going to be extremely honest. I feel like you're communicating with your heart and your soul all the time, whether that be through prayer or just asking. Here we have magic prayer, but it didn't really come out in that. It's coming out in this card, in the wishing well. So I do feel like wishes come true for you. I do feel like what you wish for, you will get. Be very careful what you wish for, right? Because you're going to get it. So be careful about that. Be very precise, right? So let me just go into this and I'll tell you why. In the strength energy, here we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? And we have abundance, money. We have a lot of soft energy here too, right? So there's a lot of beautiful energy. There's a lot of new starts. Things that you put your mind and energy to will take root, will bud, will begin to bring in money. The reason why I say be careful what you wish for, if you don't wish to have money coming in through a certain way, but it's an easy method of you to get money, and it's an easy way to create the bridge in what it is that you need, be careful, because you're manifesting extremely strongly. And here next we have the devil, right? So what's going to end up happening is kind of like the temptation is to do what's easy, to go about things in a way that will give you fast money very, very quickly, but it's not really where you want to be putting your energy. So in a way, it kind of feels like if you start going down a certain road with some energy here, especially when it comes to money, you're going to stay in it for quite some time. However, if you decide to go down the route of something completely new, like I said, there's abundance here. And if you've been thinking about, like, if those of you that are extremely, and this could be like, I don't know, you could be somebody very academic in accounting or something, but you've always wanted to be in the healing arts. Now, those of you that know tarot, Reiki, massage healing, all these kinds of things, trust me, there's no money in it. I mean, look, I'm doing free readings and lots of people are doing free readings online. You don't make money from it. And as much as people think you make a ton of money from advertising, you may here and there if you get to the 1 million subscriber mark and all of that stuff. But those folks that do that, not only are they extremely talented, but they work their bum off to get to that point. It is more than a full-time job, even doing what I'm doing here and doing it for free. So understand that whatever you put energy to, let's say it is, because that's what's showing up so strongly here, is something quite esoteric that you could make money in. But for those of you that have not built up a base yet, you've never done it before, let's say it's in the first 3 years of you even practicing, but that's where you want to put the energy to. Spirit makes me feel if you haven't been doing it for at least 3 years, then you've got the energy of building, right? And that's it, and it will build and it will gain momentum because you're talented. But you might want to balance out that energy and don't be tempted to give more time and energy to things that you're not really happy about making money in. Here in the strength position, we also have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Now, you're being strong, Cancer. There is a situation that that has ended, or you're walking away from love, or you're walking away from a situation. It looks like many kind of unfulfilled wishes here in regards to love, but it is in the reverse. So Spirit, please make me understand why it's in the strength position. So Spirit makes me feel here that there is a time period for many of you that you're going through right now, that love is like falling in love is something that will happen on its own. It's not something that you're focused on right now, and you're not really focused on healing past relationships in regards to love relationships. Now, there are love relationships coming forward, but they're not necessarily romantic. There's kind of water under the bridge here. There's kind of like forgive and forget. And there are certain people that are coming forward in your strength position to encourage you to be strong, is what it feels like, right? To be strong and get through what you're getting through. So they kind of keep you away from that love energy too, because it's kind of taken up so much of your time. And there's a reconnection energy here with the 8 of Cups in reverse. So if there are family, friends, people like that, even co-workers, that's Shirley, the dog in the background, trying to get comfortable. Sorry about the noise. So if there's people in the past that you are connecting to, you're going to continue to connect with them. And it almost feels like that energy feels so much more rewarding than new people that you're meeting that you could date or possibly have a relationship with. So that's how that energy is coming out. Shirley, dude. All right, here in the challenge, we have Into the Unknown. There's choices here to be made. We've got the Chariot card here too in the upright, and we've got the 6 of Swords in the reverse. In the challenge position, you're making to have very quick decisions that feel like you don't know what the outcome is. You don't know what direction you're going in. It feels like the blind leading the blind. It feels like you're catching your breath, and there's some fear associated with this, right? So you may be going through some anxiety and depression as you step into the unknown. You are stepping in the right direction according to this. You are not putting yourself in harm's way. You are not in danger, or you're not going down the wrong path. It just feels like you are because you don't have your bearings yet, but you will. Here in the challenge position, again, things are going to go very fast. And so it's like you don't even have time to heal from one situation where you're going into another situation. And so the 6 of Swords is in the reverse, and you know, it's challenging, right? There's some challenging stuff that you're having to deal with. I don't want to dwell on that. I mean, you're living it, you know it. Let's take a look at the outcome. Spirit, what's good in the outcome? Show me, what does Cancer need to know? Here in Sacred Pool, what we have is blessings. Spirit makes me feel. We have the divine, we have blessings. Spirit makes me feel love is coming into your life no matter what. Let's take a look at the first few cards. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Justice card, and we have what is this, Spirit? What's this card saying? We have healing. You're always getting the healing card, Cancer. I noticed recently in quite a lot of your readings, you're getting some form of healing in the energy. And so what we have here is you're fighting. And again, there's a sense of kind of like you're having to make decisions that are quite blind. You're having to make decisions that you're just, you know, having to have faith. And it does feel like you're, you know, there's that poem about, I don't know what the hell the poem, Footsteps in the Sand. Go Google that poem. And that's what's going on with you, footsteps in the sand. So you may feel lost. You may feel like you don't know what you're doing. You may feel like, what direction do I turn in? There's just so many choices here, and none of them seem that great. But don't worry, please don't worry, because what we have behind all of this is divine timing. There is love coming your way. There are people that are extremely open-minded, very faith-filled coming your way. There are people that are very grounded coming your way as well. So you're not going to be on your own in this situation having to deal with this. Now, for those of you that feel like you are on your own, Maybe you are, and it's time to start to talk to the people that you really trust around you and care about around you. And even though it may feel difficult because you're having to be emotionally present for them as well as you, they're going to give you the strength that you need. They're going to help, and sometimes it's just the laughter, sometimes it's just getting together and distraction, sometimes it's just the answer, right? Sometimes they have the right answer. Spirit, give me the rest of the information here in Cancer's outcome. We have the we have the Hermit in reverse. And so Spirit does show me there's going to be a lot of contact with others, where you've been keeping quiet, where you've been subdued, where you've been withdrawn. Not anymore, Cancer. You're about to let everybody know what's going on, right? Because the Hermit's in reverse. Your feelings are coming out. Here in the, let's see. Here in the Nine of Wands, it does feel like as much as you're not on your own, people are going to be around you. I feel like you're going to be engaging with others. There's a lot of painful energy here. There's a lot of hidden emotions that are deep down, but I do feel like you're expressing them. I do feel like you're being brave enough to say, you know what, I'm throwing in the towel. Like, I can't take this anymore. You're having a hard time, Cancer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're having a hard time. Here in the two, what is this? The two of, what is this? This is the Spirit. What energy do you want me to pick from this? Okay, and why is it in the reverse? Why is it in the reverse? It's interesting. As much as you're withdrawing, and a part of you is withdrawn, and a part of you is really kind of in sorrow, just trying to catch your breath with everything, it does feel like the power of the Spirit within you is so strong, but you can't feel it, is the problem. You can't feel it as strongly as you normally do, but don't worry, especially those of you that have given your life to service. God is with you, the divine is with you, angels are with you, your spirit guides are with you, all right? You're never alone here, but it does, this is life, right? It sucks. And when we're going through something, for whatever reason, I can't tell you why it is, but when we feel the most alone is when the room is filled with spirit. And that is the truth. I got to tell you, that is the truth. And that happens even in my own life, where I could feel deathly alone, and there's like a blinking second of a moment where I gain clarity and I realize that the room is filled with spirit and wishing me well and giving me those magical prayers and wrapping me in that sacred water, that holy divinity. And they're doing that to you too, right? What they do to me, they do to you. And so here we have the Page of Cups, innocence, longevity, life. There's a wish fulfillment here. There's new love coming in. For those of you that are single, there's new love coming in. There's somebody coming in, most unexpected. They think you're extraordinarily beautiful. They see you from the inside out, not from the outside in. And so they're looking at your energy, and they've always just kind of like, they're very captivated by you. And there's always this, you may not know this though, I feel like you're blind to it. I don't feel like you're aware. So this person may be already in your life. For some of you, yes, it's a new person. But the way that Spirit is showing it to me is that there's a depth of understanding that this person has of you. So usually that means the person has observed you. And, some people are extremely good judges of character. So it's not to say that somebody can't meet you and instantly pick up on your energy and your aura and the pureness of your love and your heart and what a sacred heart you are, Cancer. So it does feel like love is coming in. It does feel like you're going to have everything you need to get through this. It does feel like you're going to be okay. It does feel like you're going to go to whole new levels of insight. It does feel like, even though some of you may be struggling with money right now, I do feel absolutely new money coming your way. Work on your credit if you've got poor credit or something going on with your credit. Work on getting everything in alignment. Work on putting money away, because that is very significant coming up in the strength energy. You're going into a different platitude of awareness, Cancer. So as much as you're going through, it's kind of like you're being reborn into, spiritually, it's like you're being reborn, and that's going to be utilized in a very magnificent way. Hold on, Spirit just wants me to read this card again. Okay, here we go with the Eight of Cups. And Spirit makes me feel like all of this is going to be behind you. All the tumultuous relationships that you had is going to be behind you. There is going to be somebody, it's coming up again. Spirit wants me to point it out. There is somebody coming up, coming forward with grace, with love, with kinship, with an open heart to you. Cancer, I'm sorry that you're going through so much. You don't deserve it, but you know what? You are as strong can be. And if anybody can get through this, you can. This is not a negative reading. It just shows the difficulty that you're getting through, and it shows the different areas of light in your life. I think as I'm reading, you may be one of the, if not the sign that's going through the most right now. So I will be putting out as many readings as I can for you to kind of guide you through the process if you connect with my readings. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell button. If you need a reading that's much more specific, or even if you need life coaching, I'm a clinical psychologist. Look in the description box and feel free to email me. That's the only way I'm taking people's information right now, to book readings, to book life coaching. Let me know you're a Cancer, because that's going to make a big difference when I'm looking at my wait list and need to move people up. I can see that you need help. So if those of you that do, and you want to reach out to me, I encourage you to do that. Keep your chin up, Cancer. It is going to be okay. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.